All right, so you've seen how to insert images by uploading them from your computer. No worries there. You just saw how to include an image from a URL. Pretty straightforward as long as you get that URL right and as long as you're not hot linking off of someone else's website. But there's another way to go about adding in images into your posts, and that is by including an image that you've added to your media library inside WordPress. Now, the media library has come up a couple of times. Now is the time that we're actually going to start taking a closer look at exactly what the media library is, what it does, how it functions, and how you can use it to organize your images. So let's get started here. I'm going to close out of this preview tab. That's where we left off. And of course, this brings me into the edit post screen. And once again, I'm all kind of jammed up here, but what I want you to do is this image that you and I just inserted from the URL, just single click on it and then toast it. Just delete it there. And then make sure to update your post. Now, what I want to do with you next, of course, is I want to add an image into this particular blog post, but I want to do so via the media library. So let's see how this is going to work here. So before we get started, what I want to do is I want to go and add a new image to my media library. So check this out. Over on the left-hand side, I'm going to go and click on Media out of that left-hand menu. And of course, that opens up the media library. Now, what's interesting to note here inside the media library, you might want to kind of scroll up and down a little bit here, is, well, myself anyway, I've got two graphics, two images. I've got the Robot 1 and the Robot 2 graphics, right? And these images, of course, were uploaded from our computer. And how it works here is any image that you upload from your computer gets added to the media library by default. Notice that the image that you and I added in from the URL is not added to our media library. So again, only images that are uploaded become a part of the media library. They get stored in the media library for future use. Okay, now what I want to do here, as I was mentioning just a moment ago, is I want to go and add a new image to our media library, and there's a couple of different ways that we can do that. At the very top, we could click on Add New, or you can click on Add New underneath Media over on the left-hand side. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click on Add New here. And once again, we're presented with an uploader, very similar to how we've been working so far with our images. So right now I'm using my Flash uploader. Remember, we can switch over to that browser uploader if we want instead. I'm going to go ahead and click on Select Files. And then inside your Project Files folder, I'd like you to go and grab a cartoon. He's called head1.jpg. Go ahead and grab that guy and go ahead and click on Select. He'll get uploaded here. Let me just scroll over a little bit here so we can see all of our options. Okay, now what do we have here? Well, a lot of the same options that we had before. There's the file name, the file type, upload date and dimensions. Remember, we can always edit our images if we want to use WordPress's built-in image editor. There's the title and the alt text and so on, right? All I'm going to do here at this point is I'm going to click on Save All Changes. And of course, WordPress goes to work here and adds in our new graphic, our new image into the media library. So now there's Head 1, and he's now added into our list of available images inside WordPress. So now that that's taken care of, we can now go about including this image in one of our posts.